Hello and welcome to 15-Minute Game. My name is Tony and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more videos. This is X-Plane 11 and welcome to the cockpit of a 737-800. This is the Zibo mod, which you can get. It's pretty much similar to the standard 737, slightly different, and it has this little, what's this called, a tablet, I guess is the best term for it, which you can use to do different things. And this is really useful. If every plane had this, life would be good. So I'm going to show you, from a very beginner's point of view, how to start up this aircraft. So what I'm doing is starting it off from the most simple basis in the world. And you can see just playing with my joystick. Not in that way, not in that way. I've just seen different songs. It's not lit up blue like it normally is. So yeah, basically I'm going to show you how to start this thing up. And it's a long, complex procedure. Of course, before that, you would have got your sim brief open, so you'll know what to do. So the route we're taking is this. So we're going from Newcastle, runway 7, to Girl 1T, and then we're going to L'Oreal 3G on runway 8. And I've got my airport codes from DJ's Mapping, which isn't working at the moment for some reason, but usually works. Right, so first thing you want to do, and it's a very extensive checklist, is go to your tablet if you have it, and if I click on there and press GPU connect, that allows me to get power. So fuel on here as well. So weight, fuel and balance. Current fuel is 8.8 thousand kilograms. Sim brief is saying, let's see what it's saying we need. It will tell you on here somewhere. It's saying 4479. So we're going to drop this. I'm going to drop this to 5. I'll do perfectly fine. We don't need any more than that, I wouldn't think. I never mess around with that. I just let the thing do it normally. So let's get this plane powered on, because I need to start aligning something which does with navigation. So what we're going to do is go up to here. We're going to this button here, and we're going to go click, and everything's going to come on like so. And we have ground power available, so we're going to put that on, and then we're going to go straight up here to this thing on the right, and we're going to move it to, we're going to move that one to BAT, and this one we're going to put ground power, because that's where we're making the power from at the moment. Anyone, because I always forget. Right, up here, go to align, and it should say on DC, then move to align. Yep, and yep, sweet, and we'll just move this dial to there. So it's going to take 9 minutes to align. You can see everything's powered on. Right, okay, so we've done that. And next step, we're going to go down to here and use this little thing here, which is the FMC. Nav data is out of date, we know that. So if we click that, and you can see there we've got the model 737-800W. This is the nav data. You can see it's way out of date, but you can't pay to get it done. I don't know if you can do it for free, but you can definitely pay for it. First thing we can do is click pause in it. Just there. And reference airport is... don't click that. Is where we're starting from, which is Newcastle. Which is... just make sure I've got the right thing here. So it is. So if I just move this across, EGNT. So we're going to put. Let's get you off there. So we're going to go E. Oops. EGNT. Wing gate 7. So put that there. When you've done that, click on here. That'll put in the scratch pad, that's what that's called, and click there. And that'll help set up the IRS position, which is for the navigation. Right, route. Origin, so you can see that EGNT is already in, so we can click on there, and we're going to EGGW, I think it is. EGGW, yep. So EGGW, which is Luton Airport. Put that in there. We're going to be flight number RY123 because we're Ryanair. So we're going to put that in there. Core route. This is one I've created automatic. I've created already, so I'm going to put EGNT1 in there, and then activate, execute. So now we have all that put in. In here, this is your ground weight, so it calculates that for you. Reserves 2 and 80. I don't know what cost index is, but I watched the guy make a video and he said 80 in there, so 80 is going in. This is our cruise altitude. It's currently set at 257, which is wrong. That's because we haven't put the departure and arrival airports in. So click depart, arrive down there. Click on there, and we're going from girl 1T. So if I just drag this back across, if we look up here, we're going from girl 1T on there to law 3G. And if we look down a little bit more, there's all the steps on there, and you can see we're going from runway 7 to girl 1T, and then we're going to 3G8. So move you back off the way. So we're going girl 1T, runway 7, execute, and arrive departure, EGG to arrive, and we're going on runway 8 and law 3G, execute. Sweet. So if we go back to route, click on there, you'll see that that went up a little bit. So we're going to put an altitude in of 28,000. I think that sounds like a nice little... Well, actually, we can just put 280 in. So that'll go in there. Execute. Don't have to bother with any of these sort of things. Click N1 limit. Click on there. It puts a temperature in, which works out these things. Takeoff. V1. And then flaps 5. Because we're not particularly heavy. And then trim level is 4.52. So find the trim, we look down here. That's 4, that's 5, so we're going to move that up a little bit to about there. That'll do fine. Shift 9 takes you back to default view. Click V1, V2, 3, V1, VR, and V2. So we know the speeds we're set at. And I think that's all we need on there. I'm just going to look at my checklist. Origin, check next, select runways, V1, getting written. Right, yes, that is all in. So let's have a look at legs. So we're going from NTO5 to NTS12 to Girl 1 to Tiln 1 to that. Click next. Then we're going to Gasco, Ribble, Croft, NCT, PGNT. Then and there's a disc. So if this comes up, what you got to do is click on here, and then just click on there and execute, and that'll sort that out. So our legs, let's just double check again. Good, good, good. All right, so we're landing 149. Right. So there's our little aeroplane. This is a Ryanair. Let's go back in. Get rid of master caution and look up here, and this will tell us. Oh, sometimes it goes really zoomed in for some reason. It'll tell us how long we have left. Oh, I'm looking out the aeroplane. We have can't see because it's a funny 3 minutes. Sweet. Right, so we've done all that now. So I'm gonna go to. Oh yeah, I need to go to this panel here. This is something called. I don't know what this is called, but basically you can look at your plan, your map, set your distances for these things. So one thing you have to set is HPA. You see that's a 260, but the HPA is 1013. So we just need to set that down to about that, because I don't know why. I literally don't know why, but that needs doing. So we've done that. Next up, if you go back to default view, we're gonna go to here, and we're gonna start the flight leg, and you'll hear everyone starting to climb on board. So we'll get them done, and we're gonna hit over here. You hear this little music going on. I'm gonna put all the window heat panels on, and on. And then I'm gonna hit the emergency lights on, armed. That means they're set. And also this panel here, you don't need to do it, but it's just for the just for the thing. So basically set it to what your cruise altitude's gonna be. I think we've put about 29,000, and land altitude about 150, we'll see. Right. So what we're going to do now is get this planned out. So I'm going to put my lights on. Try to do them here. And that shuts that music up and gets us locked away.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome on board.
There we go. See, they're talking now, and they will close the doors.
Have a good flight.
Ground services want to set the pushback.
Please step into your seat.
So I click pre-plan, and this is where we're going back to. So I want to go back to. That's the runway we're taking off from. So we will go to pushback here. So line up on that.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledge. Call me through the menu when you're ready.
Good. So they're ready to do pushback. We're not going to do that yet. So we planned it, and we're going to get the APU. Ah, there we go. There's all our dials up and running. Good. So now that everything's up and running, if we go to plan, and we can step this through and just see what our plan's going to do. So it's going to take from there to 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 there. You get the hint, don't you? So yeah, that seems to be fine. So go back on there, and we're going to change that back to map, and we'll leave it at 10. So that's fine. Pushback is ready. Before pushback though, because we need to get set up and get this plane running on its own power. So to do that, we're going to go up here, and we're going to turn a fuel pump on. Good. We're then going to get the APU generator going. To do that, we'll come down here, and we'll hold down start. Oops. Start. And then what we're looking for is that dial to the left of it. See where it's between the 2 and the 0. We're waiting for that to start. Oh, there we go. I didn't hold all the way down. So we're just looking for that to load. There we go. And we're just building that up, building that up. This means the plane can run on its own power. That'll do nicely. And then what we're doing is waiting for this light to come on. When that light comes on, we can flick these two switches and turn them on. And once that's on, we can turn ground power off, and we'll be running our own APU. Good. On and on. We're running on own power. We can turn ground power off. And we're now running on APU gen. So if we look up there, we can see we've got lots of power going on. Right. Back to here. So we've got the APU generator on. We've turned the ground power off. We can now disconnect the ground power. Have we requested pushback?
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
There we go. We've now requested pushback, so we've just got to wait for them to get there. We can't do anything until they starting the engines up. So we'll get them on and we can disconnect the GPU. Next one I'm going to do on here, just while we're waiting, is turn this to yaw. What that means is if I twist, we can do the nose wheel. Because otherwise we wouldn't be able to turn it. So that is ready. So what we're going to do is, now that they're done, we're just waiting for them to connect, and then we're going to get the pushback started.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed.
Good.
Ready to connect.
You get connected then, and then we will turn on hydraulics, turn on your dampener, APU bleed, which puts some sort of air into the engine, all fuel pumps on, and then we're just waiting for them to let us give us the cue, and then we can start the engines. There we go, we're lifting up a little bit. So they will tell us to release the parking brake in a second, and then we can
So
release
connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Done.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Right, so this is the bit that always goes wrong for me. So what we're going to do, we've done that, we've done all that, we've done that. I'm looking at my little list. All fuel pumps, pushback, now start engine. So we're going to set this to left, move it to ground, look down here and wait for this to build at 25. Once it builds at 25, we'll put the power on. That's why we're pushing back. Oh, well, actually in 8, not 7. Silly me. So we're 25, 22. 25. Oops. You go there. And now what we're waiting for is this dial up here to pop out, and then we move it to cont, which is continuous. This is where it always goes. I always press the wrong button here and turn the APU off by mistake, and like the plane just goes meh. Right. So continuing, and then we're going to do this one. So put it on ground. It's building up nicely. Good. While we're waiting, we'll set our flaps to 5, which I think that is. It's now 5. Right, and we can check that by there's a dial thing under here somewhere there. There we go. And now we can put you all the way up. Sweet. We need to change this to transmit. Good. We're getting pushed back nicely now. So we've done that, set ignition, and then we just need to wait for this to pop out. Sweet. Good. And then continuous. Set flaps to 5, which we've done. We're going up here, and we're going to change these all to auto. And basically that means that everyone's got air conditioning, basically.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
So once this is set the parking brake again, there we go.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Okie dokie. Set autopilot, so that's the next thing to do. So altitude 30,000, fine by me. Heading 07, we'll change that to there. Let's get all that. Let's that. So that'll set the speed. Want that done. We can't do LNAV. Oh no, we can. It's letting us. So we'll do LNAV. Disconnect on there, and then when we press that, it'll set everything else up for us. So now that I've done all that, I've set the autopilot, set speed, set altitude. Turn FD on, done that. Arm, ready. Turn engine right, and then we need to turn the APU off. So we need full power by our
Axle is
own
disconnected
engines.
and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
So if we look to the right... Oh, stop being annoying. Sometimes it does that. We're waiting for him to pull up, and then you'll show the pin. He's removed the pin, and then we can get ready to go while he's jumping out of that. So he's going to jump out now. Yep. Verified it. So up here. Turn that to on. Turn that to on. And APU can now go off. Sweet. Landing lights on. We're getting ready to taxi. And there we go. We are ready to taxi now. So, park and brake off. Actually, park and brake on while I do a quick test. So, test. Pitch. Roll. Fine. Acceleration. Yep, that's all good. Right. Park and brake off. And we're going to put a little bit of acceleration on. Just a tiny little bit. And the runway is to the left. So, put a tiny bit of acceleration on. There we go. We're now slowly moving. So you can see that I can move the aircraft. So we're very slowly now moving towards... Oh, we're getting there. Slow down a little bit. A little bit more. Yep, sweet. Want to turn in a second. Actually, where is the runway? Is it? No, it's not. No, we go right and left. That would be a bit bad, wouldn't it? We went down the wrong way. Okay, we can probably go a little bit quicker. We shouldn't have to worry about any other traffic because this game, well, it does have some, but not too much, so we don't have to worry about that. A bit more power, I think. A little bit more power. And you can see the plane's on the ground, but apart from that. This way. Still gotta get used to turning. I'm doing alright though. Probably a little bit too tight, but it's fine. I'm an expert. I'm not really. Right, and turn. So runway ahead, we're totally aware of that. Normally you would stop there, check, that sort of thing, but right. I'm going to go for a bit of a wide one. Throttle back. Down. Good. And then when we line up to the runway, hit the brakes. Brakes on. And brakes off. Throttle all the way up. There we go. Then you'll hear V1, and that's when we take off.
V1, rotate.
Rotate.
Landing gear.
Off the
That's
ground.
great.
Down at flaps 25. Autopilot.